Express Sport brings you the latest news, results, and goings-on from the tennis tours. The tennis continues at the Shanghai Masters, where Novak Djokovic sparked even more concern during his fourth-round win over John Munar. The Serb collapsed to the ground after losing a brutal second set, and, for the second match in a row, he threw up on the court. But he battled back to seal a 6-3, 5-7, 6-2 victory, and then made a hasty exit, refusing to give an interview. Djokovic has since sparked concern over the very challenging conditions. The 24-time major winner isn't the only one feeling the heat, as Holger Rune has demanded action after reaching the quarterfinals. The world number 11 wants the ADP to implement a heat rule and argued, "We need to survive." It's been just as hot and humid in Wuhan at this week's WTA 1000 event, and Britain's Emma Raducanu was forced to retire from her first-round match, citing dizziness. Meanwhile, Aryna Sabalenka and Coco Gauff have progressed to the last 16 as Sabalenka survived a scare in her first match since she won the U.S. Open more than a month ago. Meanwhile, world number 1 Carlos Alcaraz, who pulled out of the Shanghai Masters, has swapped tennis for golf this week, teaming up with Jon Rahm in the Pro-Am at the Open de España. Novak Djokovic has admitted the conditions in Shanghai were very challenging to deal with after battling through his match against John Munar. The veteran Serb pushed beyond his limits to win in 3 sets, with the contest lasting 2 hours and 42 minutes. He somehow found the strength to carry on playing after collapsing and vomiting due to the sweltering conditions. Djokovic needed a medical timeout in the opening set, but was able to recover enough to keep going. He continued to struggle as the match went on, at one point throwing up on the court before wiping it up with a towel. Immediately after losing the second set, the 38-year-old dropped to the floor and had to be checked over by medical officials. Katerina Siniakova secured a 7-5, 6-3 win over Iva Jovic to make it through the round of 16 at the Wuhan Open, while Jasmine Paolini enjoyed a third-set walkover over Clara Tauson. They will join Jessica Pegula and Aryna Sabalenka in the quarterfinals of the tournament. Daniil Medvedev was quick to give an umpire at the Shanghai Masters a piece of his mind when he was handed a code violation for taking his time to return. The Russian secured a 7-6, 6-7, 6-4 win over Lerner Tien in the tournament's round of 16 on Wednesday, but the match wasn't without its controversy. The tennis ace was given a code violation for a lengthy service routine before snapping at Mohamed Layani during a break in play, claiming that Rafael Nadal was known for taking his time with serves across the entirety of his career. Speaking to the umpire during the match, the 29-year-old said, "You don't care that all my life I've been serving and waiting for Rafa for 55 seconds, and you give me a code violation on the first occasion, huh? I played Rafa 5 times. There was not one time I was ready to serve, and he was ready to return. He didn't get a time violation. Why do I get a time violation? To me, today, at the slightest thing you give it to me, I always waited to return, and you didn't give it to him. You're crazy. Completely crazy."